a fun song for me to put together. I'm glad you guys liked it. That was kind of my highlight for the week, and I'm sure it was for many of you too. That was, of course, Dance With Me from Orleans. And it is a song that, till I started messing with it a little while ago, I'd never really had it, never knew exactly how it went. I was just always kind of mystified by it, but I was really excited about taking the time to break it down and figure it out and put together a lesson on it. So hope everybody's enjoying that one. It is challenging, especially the end. There's a lot of flashy stuff in that tune. So anyway, that was one of the big newses this week. It is November 2nd, I guess, Friday. And what else went on this week? We had a few, oh, the other cool tune. I don't think anybody saw any of these coming, huh? Anyhow, that was the other big Target news. Sweet Jane, a tune, I think in that lesson, talked about a lot of different versions of it too, because he plays it in different keys from time to time, and of course Cowboy Junkies did a version, but the original was from Lou back in his Velvet Underground days. So that was the big Target songs this week. The what else? Oh, then we had a new student review. I'm glad want to welcome Andy to the set of students who have uploaded stuff. Took a look at him playing Streets of London. One of my favorite tunes. And then a couple of really interesting fly on the wall things. One was If I Were a Carpenter with Kevin, and it really that's sort of just materialized because we were talking about finger picking, and so it's really kind of a campfire version of it. I think I will do a real lesson on that, because there's some cool stuff that happens in the original version, and I know many people are probably more familiar with Robert Plant since he's done it relatively recently. And but he didn't do it that much different from what Tim Hardin did, and Tim did it a lot of different ways. If you check out some of the videos, making up different words at different times and all kinds of stuff. So we'll have to kind of pare that all down. But I have a feeling that will be coming sometime soon. And then we had a transition one. Sandy has been working on a lot of stuff with getting a lot of parts of songs down, but then not always getting the transitions from one measure to the next or something like that. So that was our two fly on the wall things. Speaking of Sandy, the other Sandy, I want to really send out all my best wishes and things to people on the East Coast here, especially New Jersey, New York, and the areas that got hard hit by the hurricane earlier this week. I know my daughter is back there in school, and they shut her school down for a week, and she just had to go hang out at another friend at a student's house in New Jersey because they sent everybody home. So anyway, really hope everybody back there is getting back to as close to normal as possible. I know at Lizzie's school it's not going to get normal till Wednesday. I think they canceled school till after the election. So let's see. Also had a couple of interesting things across the forum. I'm glad people at Circle of Fifths things that we sorted out last week. Seems like that everybody has a better grip on what's happening there. But I also want to. I did notice another new student review that went up. I think just this morning. Robert put up him working on Sister Golden Hair. So I hope everybody's had a chance to check that out. So Robert, welcome to the Posters Club, and hopefully I'll get to that one in the next week or two. Get to some suggestions on there. The good strumming though in general in it. And let's see, and there was another great suggestion. I've been thinking about doing more kind of flashy instrumentals. This one might cross the path. I'm not sure yet about that. That might be a little beyond what we want to try. But I did see a great suggestion. So I'm really liking the suggestions that I've seen up on the recommended lesson list lately. Thinking about doing this one. Somebody recommended it, and I don't know if many of you know it. I've probably played it before though. tune by Stefan Grossman, called Bermuda Triangle Exit. So got a lot of stuff kind of floating around that might be happening. Matter of fact, next week might even have some open tuning stuffs, and I'm looking back at some cool tunes that we have just missed over the years, and I think we're looking at something in open D or G or E probably. Okay, I think that is it. Let me see if there's anything else I meant to talk about now. Well, we did the Summer Rain thing last week. Glad somebody recognized little Johnny Rivers. Speaking of Johnny Rivers, might have to do a little more of his stuff too. Who knows? Or is it Elvis? Elvis has left the building. That's it. I will. Oh, I hope. We also hope next week to have something from Steve. Another little listening post thing. He's slaving away now in the dungeon, I believe, as we speak. So, okay, that is it. Hopefully, again, everybody can be back to their normal lives in the near future. And stay tuned for more stuff next week.